live. Welcome, 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 my dear beautiful friends. This is episode number 127 on the Zero Point Healing Show. And today I have with me an amazing guest talking about so many different modalities. So we were just having a chat about what we were going to do during the interview, and there was like so many different things that was coming up, which was very, very interesting for me. So I'm really looking forward to everything that we are about to explore in this particular interview. Before I move on to my guest, just a short intro about me. I'm Vishnupriya. I'm certified in multiple different holistic healing modalities as well. So I have gone through this beautiful journey into the holistic healing world. For me, it was like, wow, so many tools exist that one can use to, for my, talking just about myself, I guess my life have changed just upside down where I was just few years back. And when I take a look at it now, it was like, it couldn't have happened without all of these beautiful holistic healing tools that I have today. So thanks to the entire holistic healing world. And for those of you, okay, that is also how I got inspired to create this zeropointhealing.com platform, which is a web directory that I have created for all holistic healing practitioners. For it consists of, I guess, 60 plus holistic healing modalities with so many practitioners, instructors, facilitators, healers from all over the world. So if you are a holistic healing practitioner yourself, you can come to the website and register yourself. If you're interested in this kind of interview with me, you can let me know that as well. If you are a client looking for solutions for different issues and challenges and problems in your life, the good news is the website has so many practitioners that it also consists of, I've created it in a way where you can go into the website and choose what kind of problems or issues or challenges that you have, and then see who are the practitioners who would be able to help you for your specific unique kind of issues. So welcome to zeropointhealing.com if you want to visit. And now I'm moving on to my guest here. Welcome, 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 Brittany. It's absolutely an honor for me to have you on my show. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey into holistic healing and how that changed your life.
Oh, wow. Thank you for having me here. I'm so excited. So a little bit about me. I'm a married mom of two. I live in Maryland, and I had a very long journey into holistic healing. It's definitely one of a more metaphysical standpoint where I just always knew that there was higher powers and frequencies and energies out there. I knew that we were more than just the mundane reality, even from a very young age. It was something that I felt in my soul. I started to I have activations of different, I guess what some people would call psychic gifts at a very young age. I didn't really know what. So, you know, I think at that age, it probably scared me more than anything. But around the age of 12, I started to experiencing just random bursts of like heat, like crazy heat in my hands. And it was unexplainable. It would wake me up out of my sleep. I'd be holding my hands out of the window of the car. My hands are so hot. My mom took me to the doctors. You know, there was no explanation for what was wrong with me. And so I just thought it was like a crazy fluke until it started happening again in my 20s, my early 20s. I guess I was about 21 at the time. So when that started again, I started to kind of search for answers. And my mom had a wonderful friend, and I had mentioned to her like what I was digging through and searching for answers for. And she goes, "Oh, you're Reiki inclined." And it was like for the first time ever, there was a word to explain what I was experiencing. And it was almost as if it was like a natural activation that had happened in me. And even then I was like, okay, now that I have a word for it, I'm just going to sit with it. Like, really what I was searching for was the answer. How many times in our lives do we find ourselves searching for understanding? We really don't plan on doing anything for it. We just want an answer. And so after having the answer, I felt like, I could stop searching. It was okay, well, this is good to know. I'm not really going to do anything with this now. I don't know even what I would do with it. And then maybe a couple months later, I got pregnant with my first child. And it's the craziest thing. You think that you've done so much maturing and so much growing as a person as you reach or as you step into adulthood. You think that you've become your own person and you've done all these things that have set you apart from maybe what you came from, only to find out that for whatever reason, having a child will activate all of the trauma in you. And that was very interesting for me because I found myself it was almost like having my daughter shook my world. And I was having to see everything again for the first time through different eyes. I was seeing myself through different eyes, my family, my experiences, and just all of the things that may have happened in childhood that I distanced myself from were now raw and very apparent. And I felt vulnerable. And so I went on this search. I started looking for the meanings of life. I started researching different religions and spiritual practices, looking for, how we make peace with our experiences, our pains, our traumas, because so many times by the time we reach adulthood, we feel we're already tired, we're already feeling like we've seen so much. And I don't really know if we're taught in the Western world good practices on how to be mindful and how to be, how to keep our hearts light, how to keep us from carrying so much baggage from the world with us. And so that kind of led me back into the realm of researching Reiki and holistic healing. I started working as a doula, which is a woman who assists women in having healthy and productive labor experiences, because so many women actually experience labor trauma. And if it's something you only do 1 to 3 times, or I know some people have multiple kids, but if you only do it a few times in your life, you can't be expected to be an expert at it. So I started working as a doula. I started studying Reiki, getting attuned, getting certified. And it was almost then, there's this part where you, right after your first couple attunements, where you have to start working on yourself. And you have to go through this series of consistent days where you're just working on self. And so as I went through this process, I was seeing so many energetic shifts. I was seeing so many releases. It was like I was peeling back the layers of an onion. And I really started to see like, wow, this is so much more than a relaxation technique. This is so much more than just than what I thought it was. There was real sustenance there. Like I always knew like it was a gift, but that it really could shift and change things, and it really could help clear the heart space. And it was almost like the more I studied and the more work that I did with Reiki, the further I was pulled in, like the more I was called or pushed into holistic healing and wellness. And that's pretty much what all of my business at this point consists of: spiritual advising and holistic wellness.
Wow, beautiful. And I was going into, with how you started off with your hands feeling heat, I was like, wow, it's so nice to kind of get that first confirmation that, oh yes. So for me it was a little different kind of a journey where I didn't get that kind of confirmation, so to speak. But it was nice that in your experience you were kind of, I guess everybody in the spiritual, holistic healing world, we kind of get navigated to show our direction, which direction that we need to go through. So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So now let's come into Reiki. For those of them who are watching this, who might not yet know what Reiki is, can you kind of explain maybe in simple words what it is and how it might help someone?
Sure. So Reiki, I like to define Reiki as the laying of hands because I feel like that is the simplest way to explain it and that people can understand it. Reiki is the laying of hands. And that is something that we have seen people, particularly in wellness or spiritual aspects of life, doing for so long. So this is not something new. It's not something, woo woo or weird. We've been laying hands for generations. Um, and so the word Reiki actually comes from the Japanese Rei, which um, I believe is um, infinite, and then the word ki, which is um, life force energy. So what Reiki is actually the channeling of life force energy. And so some people say that it relaxes the body and allows the body to promote natural healing to take place, which I do agree with. But I also believe that the channeling of life force energy into the body does clear out old and stagnant energies. It does shift vibrations and frequencies. It does help with emotional releases, which I am really big on. I specialize in um, mental and emotional wellness. And I'm so big on clearing out the heart space because you cannot fully express yourself or experience life without having a healthy and open heart space. And our mental space, is affected by what we're carrying in our hearts. And that's something that we need to maintain and manage as we go through life because we're constantly experiencing things. Life does not stop. Um, that's one thing that we all know for sure. So it helps to promote physical wellness, emotional wellness, energetic wellness, and mental wellness. I like to say that it's healing for all five of the bodies.
Wow, so beautifully explained. And yes, I'm kind of certified in Reiki as well. So, wow, beautifully said. And I love the word, laying hands. It's very easy for someone to understand that way. So now let's discuss a little bit about personal power, going into our title here. So what is personal power from your perspective? And how do you feel Reiki can help someone bring out that personal power in them?
Sure. Okay, so personal power from my point of view is the confidence and the authenticity to step into who you were designed to be. We all, before birth, we all made choices, and it may not seem like it because we come here and we feel like we are so much at the hands of fate. But we chose our parents, we chose where we would live, we chose the experience that we would take, and we chose the roles that we would play in society. Now, of course, many things can happen that can take us off course of our authentic self or off of our soul plan. But we all came here with a soul plan and a soul purpose. None of us are victims of life because our souls aren't thinking about things from a 3D perspective where it's like, I don't want to go through this. This hurts. Our souls are committed to its growth, and you grow through the experiences. You gain resilience and strength through the experiences. You gain wisdom through the experiences. But as we're molded and raised, our the people around us, our family, they're human, you know. They were molded and conditioned by their environment and their parents and society. And so we are jolted into this place where we forget our natural essence of who we are, where we forget what we came here to do. We forget what it's like to feel passionate about life. And I feel that Reiki helps to peel back all of those layers. Because if we can shift the vibration, if we can shift the frequency that you're sitting in, if we can release the emotional cords, release the emotional traumas that we are carrying with us, then we are in a better place to explore ourselves. And then when we're so full with divine light, when we're so full with life force energy, and our minds are clear, we are in a better space to be compassionate with self. And when you are compassionate with self, you're not worried about what the person next to you is doing or what the person up the street is doing. You just want to be the best version of you. And I feel like we are in an age where everyone, you know, even the way that we go through school, the way that the schooling system is set up, it's not set up to encourage kids to step out into their true light and say, okay, well, this is what you're good at. You know, if you grade a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will forever think it is a failure. And so we're using this cookie cutter image across the board of what childhood should look like, what education should look like, what adulthood should look like, not taking into aspects that we are all unique and none of us were sent here to be the same. So there's a struggle, there's major splintering of self, and there's a major rejection of self when you don't fit into the bubble that society tells you that you need to. So I really just feel like, I mean, I could go on and on. What Reiki brings to the table is the ability, the strength, and the love to accept who you are and to listen to your soul's call. But you have to get through all the bullshit first. And I choose that word purposely because that's what it is. All of the baggage that we're all carrying around, all of this happened to me, I experienced this, not making a mockery of anyone's trauma or pain, but are BS, and they get in the way. We have to transmute these pains. We have to transmute these experiences. We have to break the cycles. And that's what Reiki and energy healing for me brings to the table.
Wow, it was amazing to listen to you talking about, you know, the story behind the scenes. And it's nice that we kind of reiterate, and the more we can convey the story behind the scenes, which is, you know, going through all of this pain and suffering. Because I guess people out there who aren't yet holistic healers might, I guess nowadays more and more holistic healers are coming in, and kind of they are spreading this awareness through the world, which excites me, which makes me happy that this information is going out into the world so people can look at it from that perspective. What if all the pain and suffering that someone is going through is just a story, right? That we have written a script beautifully written by ourselves, and we playing the drama of life, so to speak. All right, so I see the time. So now, can we quickly go into the meditation gift that you had for us, my dear viewers? Brittany has a beautiful meditation that she is gifting us in this particular session. So let's get started.
Yes, so everyone get comfortable, allow your gaze to lower, close your eyes. I'd like you to focus in on your breathing and just be here present in this moment. I'm going to be channeling some energies as we go through this visualization. In your mind's eye, I'd like you to envision yourself being covered with white light. And as you breathe, it washes over you, removing any stagnation, removing any stress, any turmoil, any pain. If you're feeling any anxiety, please breathe into it and exhale it. If you're feeling any tension or stress in the body, please breathe into it and release it. Continue to be here in this moment, in this space and time. There's no need to rush. There's nowhere else to be but here in this moment. I'd like you to envision a staircase in front of you. This staircase can look however you choose. It could be wooden, metal, a blending of the two. It could be straight up, it could be spiral. This is your staircase. And I ask that you start to take the steps up, one step at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the top of your staircase, there's a door, and this door is the entrance to your personal sanctuary, your room. You can come back here anytime you like. You turn the knob and walk into the room, taking it in. It's fully furnished. And it has everything that you need, everything that makes you happy, everything that inspires you. Take a minute to look around this room. Maybe there's plants, books, crystals, a telescope. This room holds clues for what it is you need to know about your most authentic self right now in this time and space. In the corner of your room, there is a large copper pyramid filled with cushions and blankets underneath. And I invite you to take a seat here. The purpose of this pyramid is to channel this healing energy straight into the core of your being. And as you sit under it, you feel the frequency around you rising. It may feel light, cool, or even like a tingling on your skin. Maybe for some of you, it feels like heat. And as you sit here, feeling the frequencies shift, you start to notice that you're being washed over with every color of the rainbow. Activating every energy center in your body. Allowing you to feel at peace and at power. While you're here in this space, in this moment, you may feel as if you're receiving a message from your divine spirit team. It may come in the form of a feeling or a small voice in the wind whispering to you. It may come as more of a knowing. Focus in on what this message is. What is it that you need to hear right now? Thanking your team for the message and for the healing energies channeled in this moment. You step up out of the copper pyramid and you see a wooden box next to the door of your room. And you open it. In this box, there is a crystal or a plant. And this is a personal gift for you. Take it in your hands. See how it feels, what type of energy it invokes to you. Closing the box that it came in. You set this gift in your pocket. Take one last look around your room, your personal sanctuary, knowing that you can come back here anytime that you like. You take a deep breath and you exit the room, descending down the staircase. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now back in your body, back in the room where you first started. I'd like everyone to envision burgundy roots growing out the bottom of their feet, down, 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 deep into the earth, past underground water reservoirs, gemstones and rock, through all the layers of dirt and slate and gravel, until they reach the core of the earth. Now, the core of the earth is warm and it is molten, but it will not hurt you. Anchor your roots here. And as you do, take a deep breath and breathe down any residual energy, any excess energy from our work here today, or anything that just needs to be released. And when you have fully grounded, feel free to slowly open your eyes.
Wow, it was so amazing. And I
Well, I'm
got
glad
it.
you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I got an amazing, amazing message. It I guess it's like in maybe an idea, I should say.
Yeah,
It was this. I was seeing visuals of like a global. I guess it was something like Global Healers Conference or something of that nature, where I was seeing like thousands of people coming in, and this is the first time ever I'm seeing this. It wasn't something
that's
seen
amazing.
prior.
That's amazing. Write it down. Write
Absolutely,
it down.
absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Wow. Wow. So powerful. Thank you so much, Brittany. That
You
was
are
a huge
so
gift.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you. This was a wonderful experience. I'm so happy that we got to talk.
Absolutely. So, my dear viewers, if you would like to book, would you want to just quickly tell us about all of your services so they know what they want to book?
Sure. So I am an energy healer, a shamanic practitioner, a astrologer, a tarot reader for over 13 years, And I use all of these modalities blended together. I do have, oh, I'm also a newly certified yoga teacher. So I blend all of these together. I do have life coaching packages where it involves the astrology and the tarot and the life coaching workshops that we do, and energy healing, removing blocks and aligning people to higher frequencies when they're really looking to make transformative type changes in their life. I call it transformative life coaching because uh, a lot of times we set out to change our lives, but we don't know how to do it. And the other thing is, it's convenient to procrastinate. It's convenient to procrastinate making big changes because they're scary. And, when we don't have that accountability partner, sometimes it's a lot easier to stay who we were. So I have 3-month packages, 6-month packages, and 12-month packages, depending on what people feel that they need. All of my services are available through my website. You can also, if you want to connect more with me, I'm much more active on Instagram at Illuminating Bliss with Bri, where I do an Illuminating the Week Ahead message for the collective weekly, and something that I affectionately call the Bliss Morning Tea, which is just it's a channeled message of upliftment, just for the collective daily.
Wow, wow, so many different services. So thank you so much. So, my dear viewers, any of her beautiful services that you would like to have, you can just click the link right below or above this video to go to her page, and then you can contact her directly if you want to have a chat with her, maybe if you have any questions for her. As well as we also have a 10% off discount coupon code, and it is 0 point. Just for watching this video, it's a gift from us, and it is for first time clients for the first session. So if you are going to book a first session with her, you can use the coupon code 0 point to get a 10% off discount. All right. So thank you so much, Brittany. Wow, this was a huge contribution to me as well. So thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciated this. It was awesome.
Thank you. All right, my dear viewers, I'm going to see you on my next show. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can also share this video to your friends, family members, anybody going through any kind of issues that even this particular meditation might actually help them. Or you can also support us in any other ways as well. So thank you so much for your support. I'm going to see you next time. Thank you, Brittany. Bye-bye.